Hey guys, I'm just here working on something, and I've been seeing a lot of comments on YouTube lately, not necessarily on my channel, but on some other channels, and some comments from people on YouTube. They say if you're gonna buy one of these quads, like a big Can-Am XMR, kind of like the Renegade that I have with the Outlaws on it and whatnot, if you're going to buy one of those, you might as well buy a side-by-side because they're so heavy and you can't manipulate them like you can a smaller quad like a 300 Honda or even the 500 Rubicon. And to some extent that's true. You can't manipulate them as easy as the smaller machines. That's just the nature of the beast. The XMR weighs almost 1,000 pounds. I think it's like 960 dry or something like that. So it's a heavy machine. A little 300 Honda, maybe. I think they're under 500, maybe the older ones, but well, we'll say they're about 500 pounds. In stock form, of course, you put 200 pounds of tires and whatever else on it, and that weight creeps up there too, just like the XMR. And the Rubicon, that is right around, I think the DCT is over 700 pounds, but we'll say it's around 700 pounds, plus minus maybe 25 pounds. Again, that's stock trim, so stock tires, stock everything. You throw on a set of 14-inch wheels and 30-inch silverbacks like I run, and you're looking at easily adding 200 pounds to the machine, so you're pushing 900 pounds, 1,000 pounds, and that's wet weight, of course. On the lists, their weight is wet, not dry. So I mean, it's 150, 200 pounds lighter than the Can-Am. That makes a big difference, but it's still harder to manipulate around in the mud and whatnot than the 300. But to answer the question, why would you not buy a side-by-side? As hard as the XMR is to move around in ruts and stuff, and just to shift your weight on it, the side-by-side is so much harder. Like, you can't do it. Some guys probably ask why I don't buy a side-by-side. Well, that's I'll turn the camera around. That's an 09 Rhino right there, and I'm in the middle of taking off my 28-inch Mudzillas and throwing the stock tires back on it for an upcoming project. But as far as the Rhino goes, it's a good rig. As far as side-by-sides go, I think it's one of the better ones that have been around. It was kind of one of the first. It was around before the Razors. Yeah, it was before the Razors. The Razors came out in 08, I think. And the Rhino was around since 04. Yeah, 04. But I don't know, I like it. It's a good rig. It's heavy. It's, I don't know, off the top of my head, 1,300 pounds, 1,400 pounds. I think that's dry weight, but I could be wrong. We'll assume it isn't. Even if it is, it's 1,400 pounds. I mean, that's over 400 pounds more than the XMR. Plus, you got to sit in the seat. You can't shift from one side to the other, really. It's not ideal. Most of the side-by-sides now are getting bigger and bigger. The Commanders, the Mavericks, the Razors, all that crap. And the Razor first came out with 50 inches wide. That's perfect. 50 inches wide is excellent. The Rhino is about 54. And I think the Commanders are 60 or 58 maybe. And the Maverick is 64, except for they have the XXC or the XRS or something like that. and that's only 60 inches. And then they got the new Maverick not S3, it was the other one, X3, I guess it's called. And they're offering that in a 72-inch wide, so 6 feet wide, side by side, which is great for the dunes and stuff. But mudding and around here, like trails and stuff, you couldn't run a 6 foot wide side by side. There's no way. It wouldn't fit down the trails. Can't do it. So yeah, they're getting kind of stupid in my opinion, but the Rhino is a good rig for us. It's narrow, it's relatively, I shouldn't say light because all the other ones are about the same, but it's not crazy heavy. You can fit pretty good sized tires on them stock. Those are 28s on it, so no mods, 28-inch tires, not too bad. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. So, I don't know. If you see someone saying, if you're going to buy an XMR Can-Am or a big Highlifter Edition Polaris, you might as well buy a side-by-side because it's not like riding a quad anymore. It's complete bullshit. Yeah, just complete bullshit. I have them all. I have the XMR Can-Am, I have the 300 Honda, I have the 500 Rubicon, I have the side-by-side. There's no comparison whatsoever. So that's all I have to say on that. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.